Welcome to Little Season Lens, Episode 5, The Evil of Evolution, Part 1. In this episode, we're putting evolution through the lens. Most of us were taught in school that the theory of evolution explains how life on Earth has changed over billions of years, that all living organisms share a common ancestor, and through natural selection, life evolved into the diversity we see today. This theory claims that life began 3.5 billion years ago with simple bacteria and that modern humans didn't appear until about 200,000 years ago. But the biblical creation account found in Genesis 1 and 2 tells a very different story. God created the world in 6 literal days and rested on the seventh. Each kind of creature was created separately, not gradually, and not through death, mutation, or extinction. Most importantly, humans were created directly in the image of God, not evolved from animals. The Bible teaches that death also entered the world through Adam's sin, not through millions of years of death and struggle before humanity ever existed. That distinction is foundational. Now, there is evidence for a young Earth and a shorter timeline. The Bible's account doesn't stand alone. There is scientific evidence supporting a much younger Earth than evolutionary theory suggests. Many creationists estimate the Earth to be between 6 and 10,000 years old based on genealogical timelines and corroborating scientific data. Here are 4 specific examples. 1. Soft tissue in dinosaur fossils. Soft tissue, proteins, and even blood cells have been found in dinosaur bones, something impossible if they were 65 plus million years old. The example being Dr. Mary Schweitzer, who discovered soft tissue in a T-Rex femur in 2005, sending shockwaves through the evolutionary community. 2. Carbon-14 in fossils and coal. C14 has a half-life of about 5,700 years. It should be undetectable in anything older than 100,000 years, yet it is found in fossils, coal, and even diamonds. Number 3. Rapid geological formations. Events like Mount St. Helens in 1980 produced stratified rock layers, mini canyons, and sedimentary formations in days, not millions of years. This supports the biblical flood model, e.g. Noah's flood, as a catalyst for many geological features. 4. Helium in zircon crystals. Zircons contain too much helium to be billions of years old. It leaks rapidly, implying a much younger age. This finding is backed by RATE project results. Now, there's also evidence for intelligent design. Beyond a young Earth, the design found in nature points unmistakably to a creator. Here's 4 ways the creator left his fingerprint. 1. Complexity and order in nature. From the laws of physics to the fine-tuned constants of the universe, creation is precise, structured, and purposeful. Water, for example, expands when frozen, unlike most substances, and has a high heat capacity. Both properties make it perfectly suited for life. 2. Irreducible complexity. Biochemist Michael Behe coined this term, irreducible complexity, for biological systems that cannot function if any part is removed. They couldn't evolve gradually. An example would be bacterial flagellum, a microscopic rotary motor with 40 plus parts. Remove one, it fails. Another would be the blood clotting system, a cascade that only works if all parts are present and functioning. These systems had to be fully formed from the start. Number 3. Specified information in DNA. DNA is not just a molecule. It is a language filled with instructions. Language and coded information always originate from minds, not random processes. Quote, "Information is information, neither matter nor energy. No materialism can survive this view." End quote. Norbert Wiener, founder of cybernetics. Number 4, consciousness and the soul. Humans possess abstract thought, morality, self-awareness, and spiritual capacity. These qualities cannot be explained by material processes and point to a designer with personhood. How creation supports little season theory. According to Revelation 20, verse 3 and 7 through 9, Satan is released for a short season at the end of the millennium to deceive the nations once more. Evolution is not just a scientific theory, it is part of that deception. Here are 4 ways this is done. 1. Deception of the nations through evolution. Evolution erases God from the origin of life, replacing truth with randomness. This deception aligns with Satan's role in John 8:44 and Revelation 20:8. The father of lies and the great deceiver of nations. Evolution is the foundational lie of the little season, one that destroys belief in creation, God, and moral truth. 2. Destruction of the image of God. If humans are just evolved animals, there is no divine image, no objective morality, no spiritual accountability. This undermines biblical anthropology and fulfills Satan's goal to deceive even the elect. Number 3. Return of Babel. Intelligent design points to one creator, one truth. Evolution promotes confusion and rebellion, echoing Babel, where humanity tried to define existence without God. This mirrors Revelation 20:8. The nations gather again in rebellion, only this time it's global and ideological. Number 4. The war over truth. Romans 1:18 through 25 speaks of those who suppress the truth and worship creation rather than one creator. Evolution's dominance in science, education, and media fulfills this prophecy perfectly. This is not a scientific debate, it's spiritual warfare in Satan's last season of influence. Adaptation versus evolution. Not all changes mean evolution. Here's the truth. Adaptation is real and designed. God gave creatures the ability to adapt via epigenetics and gene expression. This helps them survive environmental changes without changing kinds. Evolution requires the impossible. Evolution demands new, functional genetic information arising from random mutations, a process never observed. Complex organs like eyes or brains do not emerge incrementally. The fossil record supports sudden appearance, not gradual transformation, e.g., Cambrian explosion. Final reflection. The evidence for intelligent design exposes evolution not merely as a flawed theory, but as a spiritual deception. It is part of Satan's strategy in the little season, meant to disconnect mankind from their creator and prepare the nations for rebellion. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. Romans 1:18 through 19. Today, evolution is promoted as unquestionable, even when the science doesn't support it. Question it and you're labeled a conspiracy theorist, but admitting the theory is flawed would unravel modern man's pride. the belief that we are the most advanced and enlightened generation in history. That belief is the linchpin of the deception, combining an inflated sense of self with a timeline long enough to erase accountability. That's going to do it for part 1. I thank you so much for listening and viewing. Please leave a like, comment, and share this video. And if you enjoy what we've been doing here at Little Season, we appreciate your subscription. God bless.